You had a pretty interesting sort of like practice regimen and schedule. And I say that because I was a part of it a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
because because you would be I think it's just a consequence of us being sort of like both adults in the community at the time when it was like early morning,
Yeah, most people would be in school.
most people would be in school. And
Yeah.
so it was like me and you and like a handful of other people were always playing against each other and kind of in those time periods. But kind of bringing things back around to practice a little bit, kind of like what was your mindset going into practicing for the game? Like, what kind of things did you do that you felt were important that you think made an impact on your ability to be successful as a competitive player?
I think the first thing I focused on was just all the boring stuff. So going into training mode, making sure my movement's good, making sure I can dash cancel on platforms, making sure I can do the strings that I usually do, the dodge reads that I do, go through like a flow of all of that. Maybe it takes me like 30 minutes. Sometimes I spend longer trying to lab some stuff, like lab new dodge strings or stuff like that. And but after I'm done with like training mode, I would find people to spar, like people around my skill level, obviously. Yeah, that's pretty much the majority of it. Just training mode, spar, training mode, spar. And then some VOD review here and there. Like I love watching other players play,
Mm-hmm.
and that helped a lot. And then I would see myself play sometimes, but not as much as I would watch other people's gameplay. And on top of that, of course, ranked 1v get like the variety in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that was like the majority of it. I would say those as far as I remember.
Okay. And then so you won a lot in 2017. What was 2018 like?
I think that was the year where I won every EU land. Yeah, yeah, that was it. So 2018, I think they had the winter, summer, and spring stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember losing to Wilson in winter, and then placing top 8 in the other ones, but never. I don't think I ever won a seasonal like an online ever.
Okay.
Um, but then I won all the EU lands, and then I lost in Montreal to Boomy, got second. And I actually liked that tournament though, because I remember Wrench like kind of rinsed me on the Surrey mirror, and then I came back and I got him back. So
Nice.
I kind of like you know I was like the best of Surrey at the
Yeah.
time, I could say. So that was cool, even though I lost to Boomy. So yeah, 2018 was definitely, it was probably my best year. I know I made my most money in 2018 because of the EU lands I won.
Okay. Yeah, the EU lands back then were very interesting because I think the NA representation there was like what 4 or 5 people, if that.
Yeah, it was less than that usually, maybe like 3 or less.
Yeah, like people just weren't able to travel, and then I think Valencia this year we had a lot of NA people
Oh,
that had
really?
managed to go,
Dang.
and then they still lost to Godly, which was crazy.
Yeah, that's sick. I saw that you won that. Pretty cool.
um, yeah, 2018 was a good year. Montreal was that first Montreal land was the probably one of my favorite lands. I think was that's when we discovered the. Did you ever get out to that ramen place that we all went to the one
I
time?
don't. Nah, I just remember eating poutine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the poutine was crazy too.
yeah, that was so good.